Hey guys, hey guys, welcome back to Spillage Studios. Um, this is the
The
last ep.
final episode.
Hold on, Patrick. Jesus fucking Christ, trying to steal it from me.
Damn.
This is the final episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween series before the Slashcast tomorrow, which is the actual final episode. Um, and we're here.
Pat's mom.
Yes, let's go. And we're here talking about the final movie we're going to talk about is Constantine, the 2005 Keanu Reeves movie based on the DC Comics character. I've been wanting to watch this movie for a really, really long time. I would see like reels about it and stuff, and I was like, dude, this movie's gonna suck. Like, it's got to be just like really cheesy and stupid. And I watched it, and I gotta say, pleasantly surprised. Basically, like the whole thing about the movie is great except for Keanu Reeves. But it's like still not a bad Keanu Reeves performance. It's just that he doesn't really know how to do like emotions. So every emotional scene is cut short by the fact that he is just like a complete wall. But it almost works. Like there's if there was one or two scenes that weren't in the movie, I think it would work because Constantine is supposed to be like a disaffected kind of asshole type character. So like it kind of works with Keanu Reeves emotionless or like lack of emotion that he does in this movie. There he is, the Hellblazer. They actually don't call him that at all in this movie, which I was surprised by. Um, but I really, really enjoyed this movie. First of all, it looks really good. Like every shot, I think this movie is like shot and like the way that it's staged and everything is really pretty. Yes, Patrick.
I heard they're doing a. Are they doing a
I'm gonna get
sequel
there.
for
I'm
this?
gonna get there.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so it looks really good. I think some of the CGI even is like pretty decent. Now there's some CGI that you can tell is like a little dated, but like there's this part where he fights like this bug guy or this guy who turns into bugs, and that scene is actually like pretty good. Like it still looks pretty good. It's at least like modern Marvel movie quality, which is not saying much to be quite honest with you. But anyway, um, the crux of the movie basically is that Satan's son wants to come. So demons aren't allowed to come to the real world like as demons. They can inhabit like human bodies, and Constantine calls them half breeds. Angels and demons can both do that. So there's angels and demons, but they're in like human bodies. Because they're not allowed to like actually war and fight on Earth. They can just like influence what happens to humans on Earth. But demons start showing up in the real world, or like trying to come to the real world at least. And Constantine notices this, and they find out eventually that it's Satan's son is trying to come to the real world. And Constantine also has a lot of like little like friends and stuff that you meet throughout the movie. Like he has like a guy who like makes him weapons and stuff, like a nerdy guy who makes him weapons. And Shia LaBeouf is his sidekick. He kind of just drives him around. Actually, he's like his chauffeur. And then basically Satan's son is trying to get the Spear of Destiny to like draw blood from like a powerful psychic so that he can like inhabit their body and come to Earth. That's like the premise of the movie. The powerful psychic is the female lead. Rachel Weisz plays, I think her name's Angela, and she's like a detective who can like she like knows when crimes are gonna happen before they happen. But then her sister, who's in like a psych ward, like kills herself, and that leads her to Constantine, and they kind of get together and start like going on this like adventure to stop Satan's son. I forget exactly what his name was in the movie, and it's not in my notes, I don't think. But it's some demon name. Yes.
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
I heard whoever plays. I heard from like multiple different like YouTubers and like online people writing that I've seen that this is probably like the best like devil character that people have been saying they've
Do you
seen in
want me
like
to
a
finish
film.
my
Do you
review,
think
or
that?
I
I
have
just
like
want to
two
hear what
pages
you
of
have to
notes. I'm
say.
not there yet.
All right.
Jesus. Yeah.
Continue on.
So there are a couple characters that I like wrote down to talk about. Shia LaBeouf plays like a really annoying taxi chauffeur. I'm gonna spoil this though. Don't worry, he gets bodied at the end of the movie, and it's hilarious. Um, and actually, I just wanted to say the end credits scene of this movie is the most ridiculous thing ever. Shia LaBeouf's character who dies at a certain point in the movie. Uh, Constantine goes to his grave during the end credit scene, and you think it's gonna be like this cool thing, and he like shows up as like an angel on the grave, and he like smirks, and he like flies up to heaven. It's hilarious. But Tilda Swinton, one of Ethan's favorite actors, um, plays Gabriel, the angel Gabriel, similar to Christopher Walken in The Prophecy. But yeah, and Gabriel just hangs out at a fucking church, like whatever. And Peter Stormare is the one who plays Satan, and the scene where Lucifer actually shows up is really really cool because it's like Constantine gets yeah.
Like like Lucifer Morningstar? Is that like who it's supposed to be?
Uh, it's just Lucifer. They don't say like
Like same Lucifer that owns a nightclub? Lucifer?
no. There is a guy who owns a nightclub, but he's not Lucifer.
Okay.
The
I didn't know
guy
if it was
the guy who owns a nightclub is like a voodoo like magic guy. I think I don't know. That's the vibe I got.
okay.
But they
I
don't
was
really.
going to like the Sandman character stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know if it's specifically supposed to be that DC Comics character or if it's just Lucifer. The movie is very like using like Catholic mythology more than it is like DC mythology, which I think kind
Okay.
of works because it's not connected to any other DC characters. It's just Hellblazer characters,
Yeah.
to my knowledge. I thought it was a fun little thing they threw in there that so he uses a cat at one point to like see hell or like go to hell for a second to like find somebody's soul, and he explains that like cats are like half in the spirit realm already, so it's a cat makes it easier to like travel to hell, which I thought was kind of funny. And Satan, the scene with Satan is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, so I don't want to spoil much of that. There is a part where one of the lesser demons that he fights, Balthazar, I think his name is, who is like a rich like CEO type guy. He like walks up to Constantine and licks him and says finger licking good and like walks off. It's really weird. Because there's like a nightclub where angels and demons in human bodies like go to like fuck or whatever. I don't know. Like there's like a nightclub scene where he like walks to this nightclub and it's like angels and demons like hanging out. But they're all just humans with like red and yellow eyes. And Balthazar is there, and they're like both in this room, like talking. But the whole thing with the nightclub is that it's supposed to be like a neutral space, so they're not allowed to fight there. I also really like his shotgun. He has like a cross. He gets like a shotgun later in the movie that is like a cross for a barrel. Like the barrel has like a crucifix as the barrel. And that was a pretty stylish choice. It's a stylish like good looking movie and it's fun. Hold on, let me go through my notes just see if there's. Oh, one of my favorite quotes from the movie was God is just a kid with an ant farm lady. Constantine says that to Rachel Weisz's character, I'm pretty sure. Um, oh yeah, when they show hell, for some reason it's just like the Los Angeles skyline, but like destroyed. So I guess hell is just what LA is gonna be in like 20 years. It's like he's when he walks to hell, he's like on a highway, and it's just LA in the distance, like burning. So I thought that was um, interesting. A lot of the practical like costuming and stuff is really good too. Yeah, what's up?
No, I'll wait till you're done.
No, no,
Go
no.
ahead.
Say something because I'm gonna read through my notes.
No, read through your notes quick.
Oh my fucking god.
It's towards the end question anyway.
Okay. Gabriel shows up at the end, and I won't. And they have a really cool outfit on. It's like an anime character outfit, which I really thought was awesome. But it doesn't end up like having as much of a cool fight as you would want it to be. It's still a cool ending. It's just not as like uh, kinetically climactic. But I like the fact that like the angels are also not like super like good or like all of them like there is like moral differences between like the angels and the demons. I thought that was like an interesting touch. It made the world more interesting. And there's just some insane like trippy ass sequences in the movie too that I thought were really cool. Uh yeah, I feel like I'm giving away more if I say anything else. So I'm just going to say I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Yes, go.
This or Ghost Rider, since they came out around the same time.
This is way better. This is like actually a good movie.
Bro's saying
No, I mean Ghost Rider's not terrible, but I would pick this to watch. It's
Sam
this
Elliott.
This is more up my alley.
Sam Elliott's the Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I know.
simulates the Ghost
I get it.
Rider.
You just wanted to do your impression. But yeah, this is way more up my alley. But yeah, I don't know. I would give it a 7.5, maybe teetering on an 8, but Keanu just kind of ruins some of the scenes. There is a
Okay.
scene, there is one Keanu scene that I really like that works because he's like kind of awkward. Is they're like doing a ritual that requires like a bathtub, and Rachel Weisz's character says to him, she's like, "Do I have to take my clothes off?" And he like hesitates, like on purpose, like he just doesn't speak for like 30 seconds, and he goes, "No." But he like looks her up and down first, and it's a really like well played out scene. I feel like they actually must have like had good chemistry on set because it just works really really well. But yeah,
Are you excited if he comes back as Constantine or no?
no, I think they should never make a sequel to this movie because it's gonna ruin it.
I don't mean like a sequel, but like make him a
If
new
he
Constantine.
if he came back as Constantine, I wouldn't like hate it, but I think they could pick somebody better because Constantine should be like British anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but I also Patrick was talking about the sequel. Yeah, I guess they're making a sequel. I don't want them to make a sequel now, having seen the movie, because I think it's gonna ruin the movie. Like, it's very. It's not that there couldn't be a sequel. It's not that there's not room for like him to go on more adventures, but it's that I think in the modern time they're not gonna make a movie like that anymore. Because it's not like a superhero movie. It's like a superhero-ish kind of movie, but it's more of just like a good like dark fantasy action movie. Yeah.
It's it. I know we already talked about this movie compared to another movie, but Hellboy. Is it more like that than
Yes, it's more like
something like
Hellboy. It's more like Hellboy.
okay?
But
Is it better than Hellboy?
no.
Okay,
Well,
good.
I don't know. I haven't seen the first Hellboy in a really long time.
No, it's
It's not better than it though, probably.
no.
Um, no, but
Let's see.
I think if they make a sequel now, it's just not gonna work. Like, not gonna work for me as a fan of this movie.
Okay.
Like, also, I it is good that they don't have to bring back Shia LaBeouf. That's at least good. Because he was really annoying anyway. I was like really worried because they kind of set him up to be this sidekick. This is a spoiler, but I don't care. This movie's like 20 years old. Um, they set him up to be like the whole sidekick character, and it works. The arc is good, and I was even like, even though it's Shia LaBeouf, it's whatever. It's young Shia LaBeouf. He's kind of annoying, but it's working. But I was like, it would really suck to have this character come back, especially probably recast in like a sequel. And at the end of the movie, he just gets like thrown into a wall and dies, like right before the end of the movie, and I was like, right on.
Cool.
Actually, like a lot of characters die in this movie, which is another thing with a sequel. Like this movie, I don't know if this makes sense. It feels like the third movie in a trilogy. If that makes sense at all. Like it feels like two movies happened before this that set up all the characters and stuff, and then this is like the end.
Interesting.
Um I don't know if that makes sense, but if you watch it you might understand what I mean. Like I don't know, it's interesting, but it's not a bad movie. So yeah, it's a 7.5 leaning to 8, but like I don't want to give everything such a high fucking score because I've given everything like a 7 or an 8. So yeah, I guess next episode is the Slash Cast. I hope you guys are excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Right on.
See which movies we're doing next year. That's all for today, guys. Peace.
Peace.